For a long time, in order to suppress China's development, Western countries have been blocking China's technology, directly letting China fall into a passive situation. But now in China's hands, it also has 5 cutting-edge technologies that monopolize the world, and even has led the United States. So what are these 5 technologies? Thank you for watching our videos. If you want to know more about what's happening in the world, don't hesitate to click to subscribe to our channel. I believe my videos won't let you down. The first, China's high-speed rail construction technology. China's high-speed rail is leading the world, which is already a recognized fact in the world. But you know what? The high-speed rail technology that has always made Chinese proud was not invented Chinese. In the 1960s, when China was still in ruins, the Japanese had already built Shinkansens, and then France and the United States also connected high-speed rail technology to densely populated large cities. It was only in the late 1970s that China began to put high-speed rail development on the agenda. Although it started late, but in just a few decades, after the continuous efforts of Chinese researchers, China's high-speed rail has begun to break the world record repeatedly, and has surpassed Japan, the United States and France, which have taken the lead in developing high-speed rail, and the technical level is also recognized as the international leader, and other countries are scrambling to copy high-speed rail technology from China. At present, China's high-speed rail products have been sold to 104 countries around the world, and the export scale ranks first in the world, occupying 70% of the market share of the global high-speed rail market. The second, UHV transmission technology. UHV transmission technology is currently one of the most advanced transmission technologies in the world, and China's technology in this regard is the most advanced in the world. We all know that China has a vast territory. The territory has spanned from cold to tropical, and many projects such as wind power generation and solar power generation are concentrated in the western region. Therefore, it is not easy to smoothly transmit electricity through the power grid to various regions of China. It must withstand extremely high temperatures of about 50 degrees Celsius, and it must also withstand extremely low temperatures of about -30 degrees. In addition, it must be able to withstand the invasion of Gobi wind and sand, and the harsh environment such as salt spray environment corrosion in the eastern coastal area. Therefore, according to these requirements, China has exclusively developed and mastered an ultra transmission technology and applied it on a large scale throughout the country. Whether it is in terms of transportation speed and scale or reliability, it is far superior to developed countries, which greatly facilitates the use of electricity in some remote areas of China. It is worth mentioning that some countries that use regional power grids have begun to actively cause this high-standard UHV transmission technology from China, such as Italy, Australia, the Philippines, etc. At present, in these countries, China's UHV transmission technology can be seen. The third, quantum communication technology. Quantum communication technology is a new type of communication. Simply put, it is the use of quantum superposition states and entanglement effects for information transmission. Compared with the traditional communication method, quantum communication technology can realize the secure quantum key sharing between the two sides of the communication, prevent eavesdropping, confidentiality and security are very strong, and the capacity is large and more efficient. Therefore, China's quantum communication technology has greatly improved the degree of confidentiality of China's military information. Even if some intelligence is stolen by countries with ulterior motives, they cannot calculate the cracking and obtain the content inside. Even the United States, which is the world's first in information cracking, has no way to take China's quantum communication technology. At present, China has successfully developed the world's first quantum science experimental satellite, MOSI, and built the world's first quantum confidential communication backbone network Beijing-Shanghai trunk line. This means that China, far beyond those Western developed countries that are still studying, has successfully built the prototype of the first air-ground integrated wide-area quantum secure communication network. The fourth, the artificial sun. The principle of the sun is nuclear fusion reaction, but it is uncontrollable, and the artificial sun is to study and control these nuclear fusions, and then use the unlimited resources of nuclear fusion, do not pollute the environment, do not produce highly radioactive nuclear waste and other advantages so that the energy problems and environmental problems of human society will be solved, thus promoting the sustainable development of human society. At present, many countries are committed to the research of artificial suns, but China has broken world records in this regard many times, making some countries in Europe and the United States unattainable. On May 28, 2021, China's all-superconducting tokamak nuclear fusion experimental device successfully achieved a repeatable 120 million degrees Celsius of 101 seconds and 160 million degrees Celsius of 20 seconds, etc., and the ion operation was 5 times that of the original South Korea record of 100 million degrees Celsius and 20 seconds, further proving the feasibility of nuclear fusion energy. 5th, aerospace technology. Although in the 1950s and 1960s, when other countries were vigorously developing space technology, China, which was poor and white, had just entered this field. But by 1970, China had launched its first artificial Earth satellite, becoming the 5th country in the world after the Soviet Union, the United States, France and Japan to launch an artificial satellite independently. Since then, China's aerospace technology has begun to develop rapidly, achieving one milestone after another in China's aerospace industry. For example, in 2003, China's Shenzhou V manned spacecraft was successfully launched. For example, in 2011, China's rocket launches exceeded that of the United States. In 2012, the number of artificial satellite launches exceeded that of Russia. It is worth mentioning that China's recent successful launch of the Shenzhou 12 manned spacecraft, not only in the development process, created a precedent for the Chinese Astronaut Center remote test of manned spacecraft, but also for the first time to implement the manned spacecraft autonomous rapid rendezvous and docking. This docking capability, it can be said that it is leading in the world. To know that the Chinese Shenzhou 12 manned spacecraft, the docking time with the Tianhe warehouse, only 6.5 hours, compared with Europe and the United States need at least 48 hours, but also need manual participation to complete the docking technology that is far ahead. This degree can be achieved because compared with the chips that have been stuck in the neck of Western countries in the past, the Shenzhou 12 manned spacecraft has made a number of localization chip application improvements and fully realized its own controllability. Although China is not the first to start in many technologies, China definitely has the pride to say that it is the fastest growing. Thank you for watching this video. I hope to click and subscribe to our channel with your lovely finger. Let us know more important things happening in China together. See you in the next issue.